Hey, another vlog. Okay, so this vlog is in response to a vlog that I just put out yesterday. And the vlog was titled Beware Academic Nerds. And people got the wrong impression, so I took it down. And because I didn't want to deal with having to answer angry responses from people in the comment section. So I figured I would just take it down and try to express my ideas a little bit more clearly. So the point of the vlog, the point of the video is to say that a lot of times when I don't know what the percentage is, but a significant number of times when ideas come out of think tanks, come out of whether the think tanks or whether the research is conceived of within private industry or within public schools or from academic institutions, wherever these new ideas, these theoretical ideas come from, you have to beware, you have to be careful about implementing these ideas in the real world. Now, this is not some revelation. Everybody knows who has experience in industry and so forth that this is the way it goes. And I just wanted to, I was expressing this because in a vlog before that, I was talking about how there's been an injection of what I would consider to be over-complexity into the development process, and I had seen this in the past. So in the previous vlog, I cited a couple of examples of where technologies were developed in the web development space, and they flopped until eventually it was the community of developers who developed the final and workable specification. So that said, I am never suggesting that academic pursuits are garbage. That couldn't be furthest from the truth. Academic experimentation, whether it be in technology or any other field, is supremely important, and I think is amongst the most important things we can do, period. In fact, in the examples I was citing in the previous vlog had nothing to do with schools. The technologies had emerged from private corporations working together to put together a specification. I was critical of, I guess, the process, if you will. So I just want to clarify that, and I think that any pursuit into anything new, whether it be new technologies, new ideas, new businesses, whatever, that is more than a worthwhile thing. I think it's supremely important. And just like with businesses, where 8 out of 10 businesses will fail in the first couple of years, you can expect a lot of failures, a lot of brick walls will be hit in academic pursuit. So it's still worthy though. It's super important. So yes, most of the, I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot of the ideas that are pursued in think tanks and academic institutions and so forth lead nowhere. But it's still a very important process that we should encourage and support and so forth. That's it. So the last thing I would want to do is disparage that type of work because I really believe in it. And second of all, a huge part of my family are teachers. My father's a teacher, aunts, uncles, cousins. So that's another reason why I decided to re-record and put out the new version of the video, because I didn't want to have to explain something to my family members, although I think 99% of them would understand what I was trying to say. So there you go. So all I'm saying is that when you see new technologies, new ideas emerge out of think tanks, whether they come from private or public institutions, they have to be field tested. They have to be put to real world rigor, and only then will you know whether or not they are valid. Now, a problem that we have a lot of times outside of technology is that it's very difficult to put to test a lot of these ideas, because a lot of these ideas may take many years before you see any result, if you can see any result, because a lot of times there's so many variables that go into it. So for instance, economic policy put forth by governments you don't know what's going to happen until many years later. The effects of a leader, but we'll talk about presidents of the U.S., since I think most of the audience is U.S., you're not going to see the full impact of Barack Obama's economic policies for many more years, because it's such a huge mechanism. The U.S. economic system, U.S. system, is so big that any changes made, for the most part, you won't see the full effects of it for many, many years. Same thing with every president. You didn't see the effect of George W. Bush's economic policies until many years after, they were implemented. And you're still feeling the reverberations of that. And why do I say that? Well, when I put a change into my app, Studio Web, when I say, okay, let's implement this change, we don't see the results of those changes for 6 to 8 months. And it's just Studio Web. It's a small app. So imagine the U.S. system. Eeth. All right, that's it for this vlog. Ciao. Oh yeah, in my last vlog, I played a little drums. And somebody said, hey, why don't you give some drum lessons? And I'm not going to do it because, first of all, that was the first time I played drums in years. And maybe in the last 7 years, I've played drums for a total of 1 hour. So needless to say, my skills are extremely rusty. Second of all, there are much better drummers out there that you can learn to drum with. So I wouldn't even consider putting out a drumming course or how to drum video because I ain't qualified. All right, but thanks for the good wishes though.